Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy. Welcome to the session on 19/11/2022. Guys. So, the first most important issue here, yes, Supreme Court refuses NIA plea against Navalka's house arrest. There's actually a 70-year-old guy was arrested under UAPA for actually supporting Bhima Koregaon case and also leading to some sort of destruction within the society. So the court has told that he should be placed inside the house and he must be guarded. But the police have asked, can we shift him back to jail? For this, the court is telling, can't you look after, the 70-year-old guy, where he is going and what is happening? But the police is arguing that he has a library below, and in that library, he has books and all. And the biggest fear of him is using those books to send data to others. So actually, guys, what exactly is this urban Naxalism? There are few people within urban areas who actually support Naxalism. And whenever Naxalites do any activities, they try to give logical support to it and show that it is correct. And they also motivate people to fight against the communities, or within the communities. They tell Dalits and all, you were oppressed. For example, let us say when there is, in Mysore, there is Chamundi and the other, Asura who was being killed. So JNU people tried to show it as, the Aryans killing the Dravidians, or the upper caste goddess killing the lower caste guy. So any issue you take, in South we look at it as good killing the bad, but they try to project it on the basis of caste, so that within Hinduism there can be some cracks that can be developed and the communities fight against each other. And Dalits, tribals, women, they form a very important part of Naxal movement. So they need support of Dalits, they need support of tribals, they need support of women. So normally what they do is they keep on promoting such activities as much as possible. So this is what we need to understand. Next, some countries support terror as a policy. Modi. See guys, India has called approximately 20 countries and 72 country representatives and discussed about, like, no money for terror, right? So the main intention of this is to tell to the world that if at all we allow money to be used by the terrorists, or if we are not cutting the finances of the terrorists, then it is going to be a biggest problem for the world community. And India is openly reiterating that Al Qaeda and ISIS is becoming one of the biggest challenge to all of us. So we need to be careful with respect to Al Qaeda and also ISIS in the region, right? So you can make a note, no money for terror conference was held in India where more than 450 delegates from 72 countries has attended the conference. India requested that the fear is not only about state actors but also about non-state actors. There is a need for countries to come together and fight against these non-state actors. No country should support any such terror financing. Full stop. Next paragraph. Al Qaeda and ISIS use these advanced technologies and try to get money. Yeah. So guys, now draft digital data protection bill tabled for public comments. See guys, what is happening? We have something called as digital data protection bill. See guys, I apply for a bank account, I apply for passport, I purchase something, I apply on Facebook, I apply on Instagram. So certain personal data of mine is shared with different companies. And the problem with this is, if I share my personal data, what is the guarantee that it might not be misused against me? So I'm little bit skeptic about misuse of my personal data. It is at this point of time the government was telling that fine, we will take some measures to protect the personal data, and in that the government has given this specific aspect that they have released a bill and it is given for the public for comments. Now let us see what is happening in all these cases. The first most important thing that we need to understand here is government has told that personal data collected from users online and data collected offline but later digitized must not be shared with anyone, and the companies might have to pay at least 500 crore rupees, for using the personal data, but non-personal data can be shared. So what is the difference between personal and non-personal data? It may be your name, gender, sex, family, address, phone number. This cannot be shared. What else can be shared? What is non-personal data here? For example, I do a search, let us say I'm doing a search to go from Bangalore to Delhi in a flight. I did the search, I saw the prices, and I closed this website, and I went to Facebook or Instagram and I was seeing something else. Now in Facebook and Instagram, I keep getting messages about cheapest prices between Bangalore to Delhi is my trip. So the data that I searched in Google will be sold to Facebook, where the Facebook will try to show the ad, and Facebook will take money from, what we call as the companies to show the ad. So here what we try to tell you is, these all come under non-personal data. You're just searching. So for business purposes, they will use such data. They can send it from one country to another country. But the most important thing is, when you are uploading any personal information of yours, and if you are complaining against anyone through your personal information, that must not be wrong. If you give wrong information in anything, then you have to pay 10,000 rupees, is what the bill says. I don't want you to write the bill because we need to wait and watch, because this is open for public comments. That means there is a possibility that they might change all these things at a time, guys. They will definitely change all these things. So once the change occurs and accepted, and then it will go to our Supreme Court. So there are many procedures involved. Till that time, don't make notes of the bill, but merits and demerits based on what is required, we can check. Now, see guys, the governor is under the constitution, not about a very good article, but the entire article is written by a Supreme Court advocate, and he has used all constitutional terminologies to write this. It is of no use for us, right? Simply bringing all the articles and trying to push it is like, the court argument, not required. Melody and remedy. Yeah. See, guys, I was telling you yesterday that collegium system and NJAC are working, and this article is trying to discuss that fine, collegium system is not good, at the same time NJAC is not good, but government holding back the names. Now what government is telling, guys, let us say there are 10 names and 3 names government don't like. So what government is telling, government is not replying at all, and then the 3 people who are aware that government is not accepting because of our names, they are forcefully withdrawing their names. So, like, the article says that, see, the government is using this as a means. So government is like, I won't give, yes, I won't give a nod to the names that you have sent until and unless those 3 names are removed. So this will indirectly pressurize the people to withdraw the names. So that is not correct, is what the article is trying to say. Don't write, but know about this. All eyes on Qatar is about the football, guys. Yes, the Indian Air Force needs a new doctrine. See, guys, what is this all about? IAF, IAF needs a new doctrine. See, guys, Army, Navy, Air Force, they all work on certain doctrines. What is the meaning of a doctrine? It can be a plan of action. Let us say, in case if Pakistan and China attacks me together, what should be my strategy? Like, how should I act? Whom should I send? Where all should I be prepared? Where should we have launch pads? For example, if I'm using helicopter, the helicopter should go and stop there. It should take off there, right? Along with that, I should know radars. I should have early warning systems. Can I work with other countries? Can I have a joint military operation with other countries? So we need to have our own doctrine. So it says, it is not giving a doctrine, but it says we need a doctrine. So saying that India should have a robust doctrine is what it is trying to argue. But this is just suggestions given by the people, and we can't read suggestions and depend on that. See, guys, again, Al Qaeda IS emerged as major challenges, the same, the terror policy, which I made you to write. Today, no much news, guys. Yeah. With no consensus yet, COP27 extended by a day. So, guys, they're still talking about it. So, normally it has to end. Now it has been extended by one more day. That's it. This is all Gujarat election news. Yeah. Another guy who is in Bhima Koregaon case has got the bail. So we need to see how again the case will go on. Modi to inaugurate Kashi Tamil meet in Varanasi today. See, guys, now we are planning for some sort of connectivity between North and South, especially between Dravidian culture and Aryan culture. So some 2 to 3 thousand people from Tamil Nadu will go to Varanasi and present their dance forms, cultures, and all to people of Varanasi. So this cultural exchange would try to build lot of what we call as interconnectivity between the people, and it may also help in tourism. Guys, in United Nations, India and Russia have agreed that we both will come together and increase our actions with respect to terrorism, right? So this is what they are telling, nothing much, don't worry. Yeah, because this is very, very important. North Korea, what it is doing, it is trying to launch missiles. See, uh, 3 weeks back or 2 weeks back, North Korea launched some missiles closer to South Korea. Now they are launching their missiles closer to Japan. Now they are, in future they may launch closer to, like, US. So North Korea always tries to do it and start demanding money. Now when Trump was there, they had stopped it because of the fear of Trump, but now again the things are back. So, like, just be aware. North Korea is trying to attack South Korea, Japan, and other countries. Just be aware about this. Yeah. See, guys, Israel and Palestine, there are two countries, and Gaza is a part of Palestine. In Gaza, there is a community called Hamas, which try to attack Israel by forming tunnels. And Pakistanis also try to enter into India through the same tunnels. So if you have seen Uri movie and all, the tunnels were also used by Indians to go to Pakistan and hit them. So what I'm trying to tell you here is tunnels play a very, very important role in most parts of the world. And border management, when we are doing it, is extremely important for us to guard these. India, with the help of Israel, is trying to learn some technology to fight against the terrorists who are coming through these tunnels, guys. So these are some of the important issues, guys. Thank you. Yeah, test is there. You can join whenever you want.